Hi, I'm Dr. Divina Lopez, a board-certified pediatrician with over 10 years of experience in pediatrics, and you are listening to Dancing into Parenthood. Hello, hi, I'm Dr. Divina Lopez. I am a board-certified pediatrician and I've been practicing pediatrics for over a decade. I have a program for new and expecting parents. It's called Dancing into Parenthood. I also have a podcast. And in this video, we're going to be discussing a baby safety checklist to get your home ready for your baby and keep your home a safe environment for your baby. I also think that if you have a toddler at home, this is a great checklist to use to make sure that they're not getting themselves into any trouble. So I have a digital program where I teach new and expecting parents, and I prepare them for their baby. And in week 2 of the program, we talk about baby safety. We talk about the most common mistakes that new parents make so that you don't make them yourself. And part of it is really focusing on baby safety because I've worked in the emergency room, I've worked in urgent care, and I cannot tell you how often parents come in because they were just innocently doing something and the baby got into something and now, they end up in the emergency room for some reason. And a lot of times they were just not aware of these things. So I want to give you a checklist which you can download straight on my website. I'm going to put the link with this video. My website is www.drdivinalopez.com. So it's just my name and it looks like this. So you can download it for free right now on my website. And we're going to go over it together in this video. Okay, so I specifically made this checklist going room by room in your home. Okay, so it can make some sense. And the first room that I love to start off with is the kitchen because we spend so much time in the kitchen that it's kind of hard to keep it out of reach for the baby because we are naturally in there. We're carrying them in there with us. And so we need to make sure that we're taking care of the kitchen first. So let's talk about what babies get into. Of course, they love all the appliances. They love everything that's shiny. And the oven on the stove, it's one of the first things that they get into. Now, when your baby starts learning how to crawl and starts reaching up, they get onto the door of the oven and they pull it back and down. Sometimes the entire appliance can actually come on to them. But there is a lock that you can get for the oven door. There are also covers for the knob so that they can't turn it on. And obviously, if you're using it for whichever reason, you're baking or you're using the stovetop and it's hot, make sure that you keep the baby away from that area, okay? If you have to get a baby safety gate to get them out of the kitchen as they get older, then do that. Okay, cabinets and drawers, there are also locks that you can buy for these two things because we keep things in there that we don't want them getting into, like cleaning products, etc. Make sure that you buy the locks. And I know that those locks can be pretty annoying to use, but remember, you're just using them for a short amount of time and they will save your baby's life. So this is so important for you to put it on your baby registry and make sure that you have it when you need it. Okay, the other thing is to store cleaning products somewhere high where your baby cannot reach them. That's actually the best thing for you to do because you know that they will never get into it. And there have been so many kids that ingest these things because they have nice colors or they might smell good. And so babies are just naturally attracted to all of this. If you have tablecloth covers, make sure that you get rid of them for now. And I'm going to tell you why. You're like, why the tablecloths? So the thing is that babies eventually develop a really good grasp. They will grab your hair, okay? They will grab the tablecloth and pull everything with them. So imagine if you have some hot liquids, some soup, coffee, tea, whatever, I've seen this many times actually, where everything then splashes all over them. They can get first, second, or third degree burns, and so can you. So please just remove the tablecloths for now. Also, store your utensils and any glassware, again, somewhere where the baby cannot reach it. And I also highly recommend that you go right now and save the poison control number to your cell phone. Keep it on your fridge because maybe you'll have a babysitter or something like that. And the phone number for poison control is 1-800-222-1222. Very easy to memorize. It's a very important number for you to remember. If your baby gets into anything, ingests anything, you call poison control right away and they tell you exactly what to do. Okay, let's move on to the bathroom. This is the other room. There's so many things can happen. You never, ever, ever leave your baby or toddler unattended in the bathroom. Ever. Okay, so I suggest that when you are going to bathe your baby, you bring everything that you need with you. Do not get distracted. Do not answer your phone if you have it in another room or whatever. Make sure that you are always present when you are giving your baby a bath. So that means fully present, taking in everything that's going in. You want to make sure that you test the water and that it's the right temperature. As a matter of fact, the thermostat for the home water system should be set to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. This is very important. And then they do have the, it's like a temperature, what is it? It's called, it's a thermometer for the bath water. So you put it right on the faucet and it tells you the temperature of the water. I always just check it on my wrist. Also, I don't trust anything. Better for you to check it first before you immerse the baby. I've actually seen parents just like, you know, they're not thinking at that moment. They didn't test it. They put the baby in and scald the skin of the baby's bottom. There are also locks that you can buy for the toilet bowl. Babies get in there and they can drown. I know it sounds impossible, but babies can drown in like 2 inches of water. So make sure that you have a lock for the toilet bowl and any cabinets that you might have in the bathroom itself. Okay, let's move on to the living room. So in the living room, if you have a rug, make sure that you get those non-skid pads so it's not moving around and no one slips and falls. Also, if you have any furniture like a coffee table or side tables that have those edges, make sure you get the padding for the corners so that they don't hit their head on it. And you'll be happy about that because I've put plenty of sutures in just for that. You want to child-proof the outlets in every single room. Get the covers for the outlets because kids love to like stick things in there or their fingers in there, and you do not want your baby to get electrocuted. Tie up cords for the blinds. Tie them up high because babies put them around their neck, and you can imagine. And also any electrical cords, make sure that they're tied up and put away. If there's any way that you can like conceal them, better. Okay. The other thing, any door stop. Have you seen like those little knobs, those little covers that are on there? Babies, like they take them off and then they swallow them and they can choke on them. So make sure that you check all of that. If it's loose or whatever, make sure that you're checking them. And now we're going to move on to the nursery. In the nursery, you want to have a nice thick rug or carpet because babies learn how to get out of their cribs and you don't want them crashing down onto the floor and it's really hard. So a nice cushiony kind of rug or carpet. And you also want to have, if you're going to have a toy box in their room, make sure that it's one with a removable lid, not one with a hinged lid like we used to have when I was a kid. The wooden toy boxes with those hinges and it would like fall right on your head. That could cause a concussion. So a removable lid toy box is the best choice. And also you want to have the finger pinch guards for the doors because this happens all the time. So put them on your doors. Kids love to put their fingers in there and then their poor little fingers are pinched. We are also making sure to use the little belt that comes with the diaper changing pad. Please use it every single time because I know that when your baby is born, they don't roll over yet. but they learn how to do it pretty quickly. And 1 minute they'll be up and the next minute they'll be on the floor. Seen that so many times, I can't even tell you. And let's talk about crib safety. So I know what everybody wants their nursery to look like. I know what it looks like in pictures. When your baby is in their crib should not have any pillows, blankets, stuffed animals, bumpers, none of that. It's your baby swaddled up in there. That's it. Make sure all that other stuff is out of there when your baby is in there. Okay? Please. Okay, now let's just talk about like general things in the house, okay? You should have a safety gate at the top and bottom of every staircase at home. And any room that you want to be like off limits to the baby. Safety gates are important. Make sure that they're installed correctly too. And also, oh, this happens so much. And sometimes people don't even think about this, but the pet food. I've had plenty of kids that go and they eat the pet food. So after your dog or cat is done eating, make sure you pick that food up and get rid of it. House plants. You want to make sure that the house plants that you have are non-toxic for your baby. So make sure that you do a little research. You know which ones they are, and they're fine if they were ingested. And also medicine bottles. If grandma, grandpa, anybody's visiting, especially, make sure that they have the little safety caps on their medicine bottles. And make it a habit now whenever you get a prescription filled that it is a safety cap on it. Usually when you buy them, they come with safety caps, but if you're getting any prescription filled. And batteries. This is another thing. Kids love batteries. Make sure that those batteries are stored away where your kids cannot get to them, okay? Now, the next thing that I would always suggest for you to do is get low to the ground and see what is at your baby's eye level, because then that gives you a good idea of what they might be attracted to, what might look really fun for them, and you'll be able to take care of those problems. Vacuum regularly also, so that all the little things that might be on the floor are up and away. My very favorite one. Make sure liquor is stored and locked away. It was okay when you guys were single to have it out. Now, with the baby, remember, they love the colors. They're interested in the bottles. Make sure that the liquor is stored somewhere where they cannot get to it and locked up. All right, and then if you live in a home with those radiators or any, like even the heat vents, make sure that you have covers for that. Make sure that, because they get burned on these things, right? So the heat comes up really quick and fast, and you know, their baby can be burned if they touch something. So just make sure that you have covers for all of that. And then also, this is so important to have at home. Get a first aid kit. That's like one of the essentials that you need to have. Even if you don't have a kid, you should have a first aid kit. You even have one in the car. It should have band-aids. It should have alcohol pads. It should have triple antibiotic ointment, some gauze pads. This is really important for you to have in the home, in the car, in your baby bag. Just get those first aid kits. Put them on your registry if you don't have them. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. And go and download your checklist now. Again, it's on my website. I'm going to include the link with this video. And I want you to go listen to my podcast. You can listen to it everywhere. You can go directly on my website too and just go listen to the episodes. There's so much that I have for you. Go read my blog. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Pinterest. And I hope I see you in the program. You know, my program for new and expecting parents is the Dancing into Parenthood digital course. And we talk about so many amazing things. So first week is all about newborn care. You get a baby manual. You get your videos. I put so much in there. Week 2, we talk all about baby safety. And I also teach partners how to support moms in the postpartum period. You also get you get 2 ebooks. One is for mom. It's called the New Mama Guide, what they didn't tell you at the hospital. The second one is for partners, so it's I did name it for dads. It's the Dad's Guide to the Delivery Room, so that you can support mom all the way, okay, and welcome in your baby to this world. In the third week, we talk about baby development, so you learn what you need to do in order to support your baby's brain development, speech and language development, fine motor skills, all these little tiny muscles, gross motor skills, the big muscles, and then social and emotional development as well. And I teach you how to be your baby's favorite toy. It's a beautiful week. I really love that week. And then in the last week, we talk about like reconnecting as a couple. We talk about the whole family dynamic. It's beautiful. Go check out my course right now. All right, guys. I enjoyed doing this video for you, and you can always reach out to me if you need any help, if you have questions. I'm always available to you. Oh, one more thing. You should go and sign up for my newsletter so that you don't miss anything, because I have a weekly newsletter as well. Okay, bye. For more support from me, you should visit my website at www.drdivinalopez.com, where you can find information regarding my digital courses and membership. Also, don't forget to follow me on your favorite social media platforms at Dr. Divina Lopez. Thank you for listening. Please keep in mind that all advice in this podcast is general information. To understand your specific situation, you must consult with your provider.